tough opponent.
Yeah, you can see there are a lot of Haksal signs in the audience right now.
Oh, yeah.
Runner also from Runaway, a popular streamer who's their Lucio player, so a lot of fans for him also. And this is a team that, as you say, when they came up against Reunited, there are a bunch of asterisks here. They are as follows.
Yeah.
Onigata just joined the team. It was Reunited a few days after they had been in Korea, but we haven't seen this team run away in a long time. That said, Haksal was insane. Insane. Well, certainly one of the best Genji performances I have ever seen in that best of 5.
Oh, I went back and watched some of those VODs earlier today, and just the way he plays Genji is so hyper aggressive. I mean, we see a lot of aggressive Genjis. It's an aggressive character by nature, right? But this guy will jump into the middle of teams without any shields. He'll just get out somehow, and he does a very good job of using that aggressive style to jump into the biggest group of players he can find, force out an inopportune Zarya shield, and then go on to the supports that are now undefended and just take them apart. So he's a really hard Genji to manage. He relies on mobility to stay alive rather than shields from his own Zarya, things like this. So he's very hard to control, and that's really going to be the focus for Luxury Watch Blue, I think.
Well, what I see from the very best Genji players, like guys like Shadowburn or Arhan or Haksal, is that they have such a great knowledge of when they start to ult, they, in their mind, have a snapshot of where everybody is on the battlefield and how far away people can go. So it seems like every dash has a lot of value to it, right? And I think that's like the big part when you watch a guy like Shadowburn, you watch a guy like Haksal, is that no action is really not useful and is not used to get another kill and maximize that damage. And he knows all those guys, both those guys know exactly how far away each player can be from that starting point. The spatial awareness is super good.
There was a lot of first-person views of Haxal's Genji in that match as well, too, and his ability to track targets is just insane. He doesn't lose track of anybody. When you're watching that first-person view, there's no looking around. It doesn't matter where the Tracer blinks to. He knows exactly where she went, and he's going after her. So it's going to be really interesting to see these guys because, again, we haven't seen them since the very, very beginning of the tournament. Meanwhile, we've seen Luxury Watch Blue a couple times. This is a team that's really improved. They did lose to Reunited in their last match, but it was extremely close. Probably one of the closest best of 5s we've had all season. So there's certainly going to be a tough opponent. They're looking pretty good right now overall.
Yeah, like you said, they lost 1-3 to Reunited, but one of those
matches, a close one.
Yeah, one of those matches actually did go to the sudden death single point on Nepal, so it could have easily been 2-3 or started to swing back the other way. Lee Jung was the only one that Luxury Watch Blue won.
That's right. That was the first one of the day.
But yes, this is going to be interesting to see if they can shut down Haksal and whether or not Runaway is in fact a one-trick team, because Haksal played a tiny amount of Mei in their first series, but obviously Genji was the main storyline for this Runaway team.
Yeah, it's just such a big unknown, right? Because we've seen so little of Runaway. We don't know if they've developed some of their other players into carry threats as well. We don't know if they really are a one-trick Genji team right now. It's going to kind of come down to the games to show us that. It's kind of a weird situation. This group stage, because of some of the scheduling with APAC in China, with BlizzCon, some of the matches have moved around in a way that you wouldn't normally see, and so because of that, we've got these long gaps between when we see some of the teams. So even here at the second to last day of the group stage, there's still a lot of unknowns about Reunited, or about Runaway, rather.
Yeah. As we take a look at Luxury Watch Blue, this is a very Reaper-heavy team. No Name and Samuel B both have a lot of time on Reaper. They're rarely found in a team composition without running a Reaper.
Right.
And that may not be the best. And there he is, Haksal, whose name means massacre in Korean, which is
that's a hardcore, man.
It is. So I've talked to a few Koreans about this word. And there's Runner, who's very popular, right? He's DJing. Lucio in the back.
Time to drop the beat. First, drop the sunglasses so you can actually see.
So, yeah, but we've talked to a few Koreans about the definition of Haksal, and I'm actually surprised they let him use this name because it's not, massacre is a very strong word, but the way it's been described to me is more like blood massacre, like insane massacre with like insane amounts of gore everywhere, basically.
Right. It's got a lot of heavier connotations, like
Yes.
a word like genocide or something like that. You know.
Yeah,
It's not the same in definition, but I'm saying it's more similar in terms of effect it has on someone
Yes.
when you use that word.
yes.
So it is a
strong
bit
word,
surprising. Yeah.
strong word, and I am a bit surprised that he would be allowed to have
Hey.
this ID.
Well, he earned it, man. I mean, it was certainly a
It
massacre.
was. It's hard to argue.
It was a bloody massacre what he did to Reunited in their first match. But it's been a long time since then. We'll see if they've improved. We know Luxury Watch Blue has. We're going to start things out again in our second best of 5 here on Lijiang Tower. And I can't wait to get in this one. This could either be a very one-sided match or it could be a really, really close match. We just don't know. It really just depends on what state Runaway is in.
Yeah. And Luxury Watch Blue, to their credit, they have been an adaptive team. They've shown some inventive shot calling and latent team composition switches. So we go back to their play against Hongdu Panthera with the Bastion. That was quite fun to see. So they've got a pretty deep bag of tricks. And the question is, against Runaway, who has played nearly exclusively Tracer Genji, is that going to be enough to overpower a team with a lot more strategic depth?
Well, we're about to find out. It's about time to move on to our first map for this best of 5. And we will see who takes the early lead. Luxury Watch Blue versus Runaway. Let's get in the game and see who takes it.
I get it.
All right, welcome to the night market, where we sell things on the outside of the market itself, but I don't know if is the pagoda the actual market?
No, it's not.
Looks
though.
like it's just kind of the place you hang out to eat the food you buy in the night market.
I know you struggle with this, but the market
I
is
do.
actually the market part with the stalls on the outside and not the pagoda, just because
It's not the focus, though. It's weird.
You know, they could put a pagoda in the middle of a giant market, and it's still a market, not a pagoda, primarily.
I want to say that sign said world's best Genji Haksal, but I'm not totally sure on that, so don't quote me on it. I'm still learning Korean, guys. I'm not fluent yet. I'll get there. Meanwhile, the fight begins. Everybody grouping up in the middle. Haksal, of course, on that Genji. Sajolbi on the Tracer. No surprise there. Quad, though, on the McCree. So trying something a little bit different, but something I think a bit better for this situation.
All right, Sabiolbe going to pick up the early kill on the quad, finds him in the back line right now.
That's a good start for Luxury Watch Blue. And Sajolbi looking for a bit more. Gets Mono on the outside. And now the point is live. Luxury Watch Blue just waltzes right on it. They're going to take it first. Pretty easy peasy initially for Luxury Watch Blue.
Yeah, Sabiolbe doing the work in the back line to actually turn the tide of that fight. And it looks like with the composition that LW Blue is running, Bella, they're going to kind of ignore Haksal here, it would appear, but we'll see if that is a wise strategy as he's going to fell Janus and Luna immediately.
Dragon Blade is out. He's looking for a little bit more. Dodges a charge. Goes down after Mako takes him out. So that's 3 for him. Meanwhile, No Name for Luxury Watch Blue getting a lot of kills as well. And it looks like LW Blue going to hold. No Name finishing Haksal off.
Yeah, not enough with the Dragon Blade and Shine now with the Nano Boost, but they're not actually comboing those abilities together. So Haksal going to have to rebuild his way back up to an ultimate. And the initial picks not pushing Runaway over the finish line when it comes to taking that point. They are going to have to fall back and try and regroup here. Mako going to be hiding, and there's going to be a Graviton.
All right, they're going to use it. Sajolbi tosses in that Pulse Bomb, gets a big amount of damage, and No Name there for the cleanup. Luxury Watch Blue, and this team right now, I would consider them a top 4, if not top 3 team here in Korea. So Runaway is going to need to be really good to beat these guys. So far, though, it's looking like a bit of a struggle for them.
Yeah, LW Blue certainly one of the better Korean teams. You can see that coordination coming into play. Runaway, they've got nearly 6 ults now, so this is the push that's got to work, Noah.
All right, No Name drops that Death Blossom. Quad gets a couple, though. He's got the Nano Boost. They're counting on him to carry, looking for another target here. Doesn't find it, though. Janus a little bit low, tries to duck behind him, gets it. There's the kill, and Runaway may finally claim this point. Looks like they will as soon as they can deal with the Lucio. There you go. And so finally, they get some percentage going.
Yeah, committed 3 ultimates, actually using the nano boost there onto quad during the Deadeye.
Yeah.
So they're going to be about even when they come back in, but LW Blue going to have a nice time. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow, there's a Graviton Surge. They pick it up, but where's the follow-up now? Mono not getting a whole lot on it. Janus with a kill, though. Kaiser on the other side grabs one. Mono having to back away.
A bit awkward. They got the Reaper and the Reinhardt in there, so both of them able just to get out with the charge and the Wraith form. So the follow-up not really there for Runaway, but they hold for the moment. However, they've got a long way to go on this point.
A lot of ultimates up for Luxury Watch Blue, too. This could be a pretty devastating push. Sabiolbi comes around the side, looks for the kill onto Shine. Hitting him a little bit low. Deadeye popped. Got to be careful. Hiding around the corner there. Quad looking for targets. Doesn't find anybody. Gets hit with that Earth Shatter. Now Luxury Watch Blue. They drop the sound barrier. This is the fight they're looking for, and they've already got nearly all the kills they need. Hawksall got Gambler, but that is it. A very clean fight for Blue.
And the Hawksall died right during the Dragon Blade start animation. So that was extremely close, but they shut him down before he can get any value out of that ultimate. This should be an easy win now here for LW Blue.
I think so. The nano boost onto Janus now to try to secure this point in overtime. Runaway diving on, though. They're going to try to hold it. No Name, though, using that Death Blossom, and that will be it. Luxury Watch Blue, another team fight win, and they will take Night Market.
Significantly better coordination from LW Blue in that match, and it's going to be back to the drawing board, I think, for the likes of Runaway. They weren't doing a great job of empowering the Genji. It was almost as if Hawksall was just expected to use his ultimate on his own to clean up those fights, and then they were committing the nano boost when the Dragon Blade wasn't up onto other players. So I don't think they were playing around their star Genji player particularly well.
I mean, we didn't see them honestly give him a whole lot of support in some of their other matches in the past. He's kind of always been on his own, but up until now, he's been able to carry himself.
Well, it was one best of 5, right? We don't have a lot of evidence.
Oh, even before that, some of the earlier VODs from Hawksall were similar, right? So, although it had to change. That's one of those things that you know you're not going to get away with forever. Meanwhile, well, Luxury Watch Blue just rolls in. Sabiolbi with a kill on the runner already. Uh-oh, that's dangerous. Barely gets out with that recall. Whew, that was
hit
close.
by a fire strike there.
Yeah.
Again, quite close, but another early pick. Sabiolbi just doing work on this Tracer. Very confident about his ability to pick apart this team of Runaway, and if he's able to consistently pick off some of the weaker players on Runaway and abuse their positioning, Hawksall has to climb a mountain. He's going to have to fight 6v5, 6v4s if he wants to win this game for his team.
Yeah, there's Reflect. Has to get away from Janus, though, on that Winston. He's got the nano boost now going up to the... Oh, nice sleep dart onto him. Sabiolbi, though, on the flank, has to dodge out of the way from that Deadeye. Goes in. Oh, he went right for it. I guess the Pulse Bomb stuck, but the kills came in for Runaway anyway. And they're going to claim the point. That was an interesting fight. I'm surprised he went for that. Wow.
A bit overbold.
Yeah, I guess.
Not respecting the Deadeye, and he does get punished for it. Thought he might be able to sneak in there and get the Pulse Bomb, but would have been better off just waiting, most likely.
I'm pretty surprised.
Yeah, Runaway going to flip onto this point. Nano Boost was used by Shine again, not on the Hawksall, so they're staggering those two ultimates.
Yeah. On board with Sabiolbi again. Hawksall pros out the Dragon Blade, looking for a few more kills. Gets 2. Janus gets dropped off the edge. Mono's Graviton Surge setting that up nicely for him.
Okay, just going to turn around, get a bit of a reflect right there, and back off to join his team. So a few more percent after they Runaway finally does hit a decent ult combo with the Graviton and the Dragon Blade together.
So their ult combos are looking a little bit better here on Garden now. They've gotten a good amount of percentage here, so maybe we see Runaway kind of stabilizing. Enko coming in, wants to take it back from Blue now. There's the Graviton Surge. They dump the sound barriers. All Pulse Bomb coming in. No Name with a lot of damage there. Hawksall already out of the fight. That's big. Quad looking for something on the Deadeye. Sabiolbi actually falls to his doom. Whoops. And it looks like Runaway's going to hold.
Yeah, absolutely they are. I like what LW Blue is doing. They're running Zarya Winston as two tanks that can bust through the reflect from the Genji, so it is up to them. Sabiel will be actually going to be switching over to the Genji himself right now. He hasn't been able to find those same things on the back line.
Nano Boost coming in, looking for some damage. Actually manages to dodge the Earth Shatter somehow. Takes some names.
I mean, Hoxall's killing everybody with the Dragon Blade right now, but it's just not enough. Three kills come in, and that's it. Meanwhile, No Name picks up more onto the tanks and supports. And another Dragon Blade that won't be too efficient, but it's a lot of time left, and Runaway with a big percentage advantage. Luna
all right,
going for the Zenyatta to drop the Discord Orb onto Hoxall, presumably.
I like it. Nice little long-range siege, and again, Zenyatta, what he does on this map too is he just makes it harder to push up on the point if you're controlling it. I think he's a great defensive choice if you've already got the point. So Gilby there on the Genji now. For the reflex here, coming in, trying to finish off the Zarya. We'll see if he can do it. There goes Mono. Yeah, they get the kill. Quad picks up one. Sibiolbi, though, with another. And Sibiolbi's Genji proving just as scary, and he gets the kill onto Hoxall now. Ooh. Luxury Watch Blue. They're going to get some more percentage on this point.
Yeah, they're also building up a huge ultimate bank right now. Runaway going to be coming in with some of their own, but it will be 6-6, looks like.
Another issue with another good thing about that Zenyatta is that Transcendence is extremely good at handling the Genji ultimate. I mean, you can't get anything done with Dragon Blade if Transcendence is on the party. So I think the Zenyatta swap is a really great idea, actually, from Luxury Watch Blue.
I think you're absolutely right. This is a composition that has been designed to deal with Genji.
Yes.
Winston and Zarya, there's no period of invulnerability with that reflect when you have the Tesla gun or the Zarya left click, and then you couple that with the Discord Orb, or as you say, the Transcendence. They also have Transcendence and Sound Barrier, which means that they'll always have a defensive support ultimate up in order to handle that problem. It looks like Runner maybe having a bit of a small problem with his mouse.
Do you need your mouse to play Lucio? I think you just need to
press
have your
shift
keyboard. Really,
it's yep.
That's right. You could keyboard turn if they had that in the game. Don't really need to look around anywhere. And so hopefully that'll get fixed pretty quickly. But Runaway looking a little bit better here on Garden. But I think, like we just talked about, Luxury Watch Blue has some very good adaptations to handle the Genji. And yeah, the Zenyatta, again, might be weak one-on-one versus the Genji. But in a team situation like this, it does make it really hard for Hoxall to get that big Dragon Blade kill streak going.
Well, Winston can also mess you up super bad if you have a
course.
Discord Orb on you.
Yeah.
And Luna has actually been a player that has played more Zenyatta than most other supports throughout this tournament, so he has been known to swap over from that Ana occasionally, and that's a powerful tool here that LW Blue has against a Genji as good as Hoxall.
I think it's good. I think in this particular case, the Nano Boost isn't as important as having a tool that you can use whenever Dragon Blade is up. And if you're a good Zenyatta, you can get that ult up surprisingly fast. You build it really, really quick if you're actually healing a good amount of people, if you're landing your auto attacks. So you should, if you're a good Zenyatta, generally you will always have Transcendence up when Dragon Blade is ready to go for the other side.
Yeah, I agree. And there's also the buffer there with the Sound Barrier, just in case you don't have that. Those double healing / overshield support ultimates can be really effective against the burst of the Genji ult, but whereas Runner is a pit crew around him, esports pit crew. They're not hot swapping that mouse out fast enough.
All right, looks like he might be ready to go here. We'll see. I think we're going to see a lot more Zenyatta, honestly, if the Nano Boost change does come through from the PTR, where they're thinking about taking away the speed boost from it. I think that makes it a lot less appealing in general, because chasing after people with Reinhardt or using it so that Roadhog can run people down while in Hold Hog, if you don't have that utility, and also Reaper, I mean, you can't run in with Death Blossom quite as easily without that speed boost too. So less Ana means more Zenyatta in general, so I think my favorite hero is going to come back a bit more now.
Less Ana power on the ultimate. I'm not sure we're going to see that much less Ana in particular, but yeah, the speed boost. I think it's relatively low mobility hero.
I think the losing the speed boost on Nano Boost is enough of a change that there's going to be less Ana pick. We'll see. Maybe we'll see. We'll see if that change even hits the live server. We don't know yet. All right, Runaway trying to take this point back again, but Luxury Watch Blue already up around 85%. Graviton Surge up. Mono's going to go ahead and use a Graviton Surge for both teams. Quad, though, has that dead eye, and he finds the kill on the Mako. There's one anyway. Doesn't hit the flashbang. Yolbi still taken out. Doesn't matter. Wow. Meanwhile, Transcendence used as Luxury Watch Blue just tries to hold. They force it to overtime. Quad looking for another kill on the Jens when he's got way too much health. Meanwhile, Runaway, they may have actually taken back the point here.
Yeah, they have. The Transcendence was blown by Luna, but it was an overcommitment on the outside of the point by LW Blue, so you couldn't actually make the most out of that Zenyatta ultimate, and Hoxall's going to be back soon.
Oh, nice reflect on the quad. Sabiolbi back in there. He's got that Dragon Blade out. They've still got overtime going. Runaway hasn't taken the point yet.
Hoxall's back.
Yep, certainly is. And that may be enough to finally grab it. We'll see. Yep, they finally do it. It's 95% for Runaway. This is a very close point right now. Mono with 2 kills, and they may just get it right here. They will.
Yep,
tie game
off, and that'll tie it up on control. Runner may still be having a few mouse issues right there, but the big lead Runaway developed early on that first push of 93% does put them over the top, and LW Blue, a little bit of an error right there when it came to dealing with the Transcendence. Wasn't quite enough, quite early enough, and they weren't grouped up enough to really take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Sabiel be getting picked off on the outside turned out to be highly consequential in the rest of that fight for the point.
Very true. And with that said, we do see Luna back on the Ana once again. It's an interesting choice, choosing between Ana and Zenyatta. A lot more to talk about with that, really, but no time to do it as Sabiolbi coming in with this Tracer right now. The fight begins.
He's been great on it so far, and
yes, he has.
If he can win the fight here against Shine, but that's a nice sleep dart.
Gets out with the recall just in time. Close call though, but yeah, Shine has had to be really ready with that sleep dart because Sabiolbi's sole mission has been killing that Ana.
So you'll notice that they are falling back right now too and doing a better job of protecting that backline, but Hoxall gets a huge charge for multiple people. He's really building that ultimate up quite quickly, and they're going to get that first cap on the point.
Yeah, Runaway will take the point. Suddenly the confidence that we saw from Luxury Watch Blue early on, not quite coming through. Quad does get the kill on the Sabiolbi as well.
Tracer on Tracer. This is more of the style of play that we saw in the Reaper already nano boosted here. No name working his way.
Wow, no kills. Man, that is rough. Hoxall has the shield here, staying alive. He needs that sound barrier. Good sleep dart coming in from Shine though again, or rather from Luna this time. Reflecting. Hoxall hit with that biotic grenade. Runaway just keeping Luxury Watch Blue pinned back by their spawn.
LW Blue going to be coming in with a big bang combo on their next assault.
That's right.
And with the sound barrier blown late in the fight by Runaway, they don't have very good defensive measures against it. See if they can pull it off. Mako going to bounce his way in. He's going to go on the side, and here we go.
Looking for the backline's kill on that one. Sabiolbi goes ahead and drops a pulse bomb. Oh, Quad gets the kill though. Meanwhile, Hoxall with the nano boost with the Dragon Blade gets one. Looking for another one. Janus goes down. Trying to find the kill finally onto the Lucio. Looks like he may be able to get it. Doesn't really need it. Meanwhile, the point threatened a little bit by Luxury Watch Blue. Sabiolbi crouching away there.
That was not very well executed. They only got 2 members of that backline. And you'll notice the way that LW Blue has been playing again. They're trying to protect those support players. But the Zarya shields, the projected barriers were there, and it was a little bit of a too early use of the pulse bomb by Sabiolbi.
Well, I do like how Runaway split up too when they saw the Zarya coming in. They knew exactly what the threat was, and they mitigated it well by being spread out. Mono has that Graviton Surge. They have to use the sound barrier. Runaway rather, trying to stay alive. Pulse bomb comes in, a little bit of damage. Hoxall finishes off no name, and it looks like Runaway still holding the point for the moment. They've just got Luxury Watch Blue for the most part, pretty well bottled up. The supports coming in though. Dragon Blade used. Hoxall with the reflect yet again. Sabiolbi goes down by himself actually. And Hoxall low, but still making a difference. Kaiser gets the kill on the Meko.
It looked like he reflected the pulse bomb right there, actually.
Maybe, yeah. It's possible.
I'd like to see a replay of that.
I mean, you can die to your own pulse bomb too if you are Tracer, of course. and if it was reflected, you'd think that the kill would come up for him. So I'd like to see a replay of that too, yeah.
It was a little bit odd how that worked out. However, LW Blue does make enough pressure to flip this over. So looking a lot like the last map, the Runaway, they have an eternity now. Continue to pressure this point, and they're going to be coming back up. Mako going to attack early.
Oh boy, it's a big graviton surge, but No Name can't quite get the Death Blossom off in time. There's a pulse bomb from Saviolbi. He's loosening up or softening up a bit of members of Runaway. Meanwhile, Janus doesn't get a whole lot done with the Nanobus. Oops, he charges into the pillar there. That's going to be an easy kill for Mako. Oxal, though, coming in, looking for a bit more with his Dragon Blade. Trying to go for the Tracer, yeah, doing exactly where she was going to be. Finally goes down, though, so Saviolbi outplaying him just a bit. There's another Pulse Bomb coming in. Very low health for Kaiser. Gets the heals, though, in the end. And Luxury Watch Blue already up to near 50%. Runaway, they need to make something happen here.
Yeah, huge ultimate advantage now for LW Blue. Hoxal tried to get some kills with the Dragon Blade on the end of that fight, but commits it. Doesn't get much.
Oh, that's good for No Name. Comes in, he's got the Sound Barrier too. No kills, actually. Thought he was going to get maybe a little bit more. Mono gets the one onto Luna, though. So Runaway with the first kill of that one. No Name has to back away, picks up the health back, comes back in. Luxury Watch Blue drops that Graviton Surge. And that allows Janus to just pound away at him. Meanwhile, Kaiser gets the Nano Boost, takes down Maker, and Runaway may have an opportunity here to take back the point. They've nearly got it. There goes No Name. And Luxury Watch Blue fighting for their lives. Looks like they've been able to stabilize, though.
Yeah, Luna switching over to the Zenyatta once again, just in time for Hoxal's ultimate to come up. Can they hold this? It's going to be so close. Last push, and Runaway has to make this Dragon Blade work.
I mean, Luna's not going to have Transcendence, but Discord Orb can make a big difference here, especially when you've got the Winston on top of you. Quad backing away, back on that McCree again. We're in overtime, 99 to 99 as Hoxal comes in with the Dragon Blade. Gets one, gets two. This could be the fight Runaway's looking for. It looks like it is. They will reclaim the point, and I don't think Luxury Watch Blue can get back in time. That is going to be Lijiang Tower going to Runaway.
Wow. Runaway just pulling it out at the end. Hoxal was so close to dying to that Winston after he had the Discord Orb drop, but the heals enough to save him. Pulls out the Dragon Blade and cleans up everybody on the point. No defensive ultimates available after the late swap onto Zenyatta from LW Blue. So a very tight match. That win from our first map will go to Runaway, who has now put together 4 map wins in a row. They have yet to lose a map, and this is only the start of their second best of 5, however.
It's impressive stuff. I mean, with how one-sided that first point was, Night Market was just crushed by Luxury Watch Blue, but I think the nerves kind of settled a bit. Runaway sort of got their heads back in the game, and they a lot better in Garden.
They also fell back, and instead of allowing Saviolbi to basically kill their support line over and over again on the Tracer and get those initial picks, which caused LW Blue to snowball heavily at some points on that map, they did a better job of falling back and defending. Particularly Kaiser actually was playing pretty conservatively on the Reinhardt in order to keep Shine alive, and that I think made a big difference. So Kings Row is the selection for map number 2 by LW Blue.
All right, a map we've been seeing quite a bit of lately, and it was close. I mean, Luxury Watch Blue obviously still has a chance to come back in this series, so no need to get despondent just yet, but this is exciting. I'm glad this is not one-sided. I was worried after Night Market that Runaway just would have kind of been in the same state they were in their first match, but it looks like across the board they've made some improvements, and this one could be close. It's time to see if Luxury Watch Blue can tie things up. Let's get on to Kings Row and see who takes it.
I get it.
Welcome to Kings Row, a neighborhood named after a former king's love of boating, kayaking.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
He loved rowing. It's true. And that's been immortalized forever by the long Elderworth sign, kind of shaped like a boat orange.
But see, we know that's not true because the Korean translation is basically Street of Kings, right?
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes things get a little bit lost in translation. The same meaning doesn't get through, so I think we can assume that I'm right in this particular case.
That's how I usually live my life, though. I just assume that you're right.
I think that's a good way to live, frankly. I don't see how that could ever go wrong with anyone.
It would lead to pretty poor taste in films and
what?
art
No.
from me.
Hey.
I get that, so
that is just uncalled for. Star Wars is great. Pacific Rim is great.
Prequel apologist.
What? No! All right. Now you know how to tilt Doa.
I know.
And that way is to call him a prequel apologist. I am not, man. Those movies were terrible, and anyone who likes them should feel terrible.
Good. I'm glad you feel that way.
Don't awaken the beast, man. Primal rage. We's gonna crush some skulls now.
Wiso's gone.
Oh, you're right. He's out. Never mind.
He might be back next season. We'll see.
Who knows? Luxury Watch Blue. Trying to defend the push here from Runaway. Hawksall, of course, on that Genji. Quad grabbing the Reaper for the other DPS this time around. Symbiote and No Name running the Roadhog in the May this time. Interesting.
Yeah, very stout and tanky defense, and they're going to start cleaning up kills pretty early on here. Hawksall dying to Mako.
Well,
and this is one of those comps that could be effective against the Genji. So
yeah,
if you have a Reinhardt who's going to be able to at least block a lot of the ult charge, that didn't happen here. Hawksall actually did get a lot of ult charge on that first push. But if you talk about shutdowns, Genji has a tough time bursting through some of these tanks, particularly without a nano boost. And then, how do you select targets here? If you try and go after the Mei, she goes into the ice block, so the rest of the targets are very tanky. You've got the Zarya shields. It can be tough for a Genji to hack his way through this. They're going to be aggressive with the Blizzard.
Well, the Blizzard's already out. Yeah, No Name takes on Kaiser right off the bat, looking for a little bit more on the quad here. He's going to have to back away. Meanwhile, nano boost to use. They're actually going to send in Hawksall here, trying to fight back, but Symbiote, the one picking up all those kills on that Roadhog. Wow, nano boost on the Roadhog. Wow, what a one-man wrecking crew. He was 4 kills, I believe, for Symbiote there.
And a late commitment, though. They tried to use the nano boost and the Dragon Blade after the Blizzard had already gone down, and the picks had rolled in for LW Blue, making it easy for them to handle the nano boost to Genji. And that was one of the first times that we've actually seen the nano boost used on Hawksall. Got a few, but it just wasn't enough. And that's the coordination issues that LW seems to be having. And that was a terrible earth shatter.
Yeah, I was going to say, I do not see a whole lot of benefit from that one for Runaway. As now Mono looking for a little bit more. Quad pops a Death Blossom. Doesn't really get anything from it. Mako with a kill there. Symbiote waiting for that hook cooldown. There it is. Oh, doesn't quite get the grab on the Lucio. Thought that one was going to come in for sure. Meanwhile, looks like Runaway going to use the Graviton Surge with the Blizzard right there. Hawksall, though, unperturbed, getting the kills. And maybe Runaway is going to get a little bit more purchase here on the point.
Symbiote gets the exit kill onto Hawksall, but it's not going to be enough to actually save and get the full hold right here. They do run the clock down to about 1:15 before the cap comes through. So we're going to see a couple more minutes added to the clock right now. 2.5. And they've got to work their way through streets and not a whole lot of time to do it. LW Blue not going to be switching up their strategy at all. Finally, though, Hawksall did find an effective Dragon Blade off of Mono's Graviton Surge.
I think it is a good one. I think Luxury Watch Blue can definitely stick with this comp and be okay with it.
It's so annoying to deal with this composition.
Yeah, Squad over on the McCree now, by the way. Symbiote goes ahead and uses the whole hog, and that's a big earth shatter. Oh, No Name only gets 1, though. Thought maybe Symbiote would get a bit more. But Hawksall starting to go a little bit wild on the back lines with this Genji, looking for the kill on the Luna. Luna's so low. Gets the health. Be okay for the moment, but Hawksall not quite done yet. It is so hard to take this guy out, but they finally do it.
They're gonna power on through though with the Zarya, pushing him out with the tank line. It was a late nano boost from LW Blue onto Janus.
Deadeye from Quad gets the kill on the Luna, picks up another one on Mako, and this payload is moving, or bumping, as Lucio says. This payload is bumping.
What's it bumping into?
Well, if
You
you're
know
not
what
careful, it's going to bump into the corners of walls.
You know-
those are ancient buildings, man. We got to preserve those.
You don't want a bumping payload.
No.
It sounds like it's being obstructed in its
Well,
way to the actual point.
I mean, you want to bump it if you're a player in the game to either move it along or to stop it.
This is interesting. That's a
Very sneaky.
tricky little call there. They do have the Zarya. They're not actually moving the payload.
Here we
right
go,
now.
coming in now. Oxall with that Dragon Blade, pops reflect right away. There's the Graviton Surge. Meanwhile, sound barrier for Luxury Watch Blue. Hoxall going to turn around onto the softer defense in the back line, so Mako handles him. Luxury Watch Blue still trying to defend. Looks like they've got this one. Nano Boost used at the end. Don't know if they quite needed that onto Jonas, but the defense holds strong. Uh-oh. Ouch, that's a lot of bullets into that Reinhardt there.
Yeah, Fan the Hammer nearly takes out Janus, but yeah, they did not have to use that Nano Boost at the back end of that fight.
Yeah.
The sound barrier was expertly timed to avoid most of the damage coming in from the Dragon Blade, and now it's a bit of a reset here. Runaway tried to be a little bit surprising, tried to bait them out in the open, but it didn't work. Kaiser going deep already, and that's a big earth shatter.
Quad not getting the Deadeye off in time. Mako on the outside now. Here comes a charge again. Mako getting a little bit low here, but he's got that almost full charge on Zarya. Takes out Mono on the other side, and Runaway pushed all the way back to spawn.
No Name coming up onto the Blizzard right now with 57 seconds left. LW Blue, they've got all the tools they need. They can, again, push them off the point if they want to whole hog in combination with the Nano Boost, and this should be a hold here. And again, unless Runaway pulls something pretty incredible out. And Hoxall, he's nearly got the Dragon Blade again. He's got one more left in them, and they have the Nano Boost for it.
Yep, I mean, Runaway's got the two defensive ultimates, and they've got the Dragon Blade. Nice Maywall just to split people up, and there's going to be the Blizzard as well. Luxury Watch Blue, so ready for that push. And yeah, with just 20 seconds remaining, it is going to be nearly impossible for Runaway to take point B.
All right, but they've got the Nano Blade. They have to respawn, though, waiting now.
That's the thing.
They've got a long way to go. It's probably not going to be anything. That Blizzard and the pickoff onto Shine changed the last fight of this game. Hoxall,
there we
go in.
He's got the Nano Blade going in, trying to make a difference. Here goes after Luna. Great sleep dart from Luna. Luxury Watch Blue stops him, but that allows the rest of Runaway to catch up. We're into overtime now. But LW Blue are ready to hold here. On point B, Graviton Surge pulls him away from the payload. Overtime ticking back, and that is it. Luxury Watch Blue will limit Runaway to just 1 point on King Zero offense.
Yeah, pushed it pretty far. I don't know about that strategy from Runaway, though. They tried to bait them out towards the point and do that sneaky little turn as 5 or a 6 to get in on top of them when they least expected it, but it seemed like LW Blue had a pretty good read on that situation and shut it down easily. I do like the composition, the tankiness that we're seeing from LW Blue. It's quite challenging for this Genji to get through the meat wall even with his ultimate up, and it does in some ways force them to use the Nano Boost onto the Genji just so he can get those kills during his ultimate. Otherwise, too many ice blocks and just too much HP on the enemy team to efficiently burn through. So
Yeah.
They are limiting Hoxall.
You know, another thing, too, is that Luna's really stepped up on this. We've seen
sleep dart was
multiple
good.
sleep darts from him, especially at the end of that last round where he just kind of shut Hoxall down cold. And look at this, we have a swap finally. Hoxall switching over to that Reaper.
Surprising. He has not played Reaper yet. He played a little bit of May previously.
Yeah, that's it.
But again, this is a small sample size. We'll see if he can pull off some sweet plays onto the Reaper. And I think this is the real victory here for LW Blue, is they have won. They have forced Hoxall off the Genji. That means that they have successfully contained him, and now their biggest weapon has to adapt and try and be more useful in a different role.
Well, it is a good adaptation from Runaway. Reaper McCree rather works against the heavy tank composition that Luxury Watch Blue was running, but it looks like we might see something a bit different, but I don't think Gambler's going to stay on that Hanzo.
Just a Sonic Arrow.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah, they're going to check the comp out, and what do they see? Not much.
Yeah, I think they only saw the Zarya and Reinhardt, which doesn't give you very much information.
So no name on that maze, going to help them with that high ground push, get that wall down to have Give them a little bit more defense here. Yep. We're gonna take the all the way high ground push here. Try to come down from the back. And Runaway backing off, biding their time now. Sabiobi trying to get the back lines, but they know he's there. He got hit there by Shine. Coming down. Or not coming down. He's getting some nice shots off from the top. He's building that ultimate. All you got to do is just play it patient. I think Overwatch Blue may run down now. Yeah, there we go. Coming in. No name looking to split people off. No, actually chases after the Ana in the back lines. Turns back around to the point. Trying to keep Genis safe.
Runaway has to get back on this point. They're losing time on it. They're losing ticks right now.
Well, they're the defenders now, man. I mean, just positionally, Luxury Watch Blue got themselves in a good point. Oh, but that's a big charge from Kaiser coming in. Runaway takes that positioning right back again. Meanwhile, Luna does go down. Just in a little bit of trouble here, and No Name on his own taken out. So it looks like Runaway will be able to hold for now.
Yeah, Nano boost up for Shine, nearly there for Luna on this next push, but the crucial ultimate is going to be that Blizzard, and No Name worked up a pretty significant charge there on the first round of attacks. It was a nice idea. Luxury Watch Blue took an extended setup on the high ground of the upper halls to get the surround, but Quad picking off Luna early with the McCree made a very large difference.
So here's where it gets a bit scary, because they do have the Blizzard. Sabiobi coming in, he's got the Nano Boost. Yeah, Shine is dead, so no Nano Boost on the Runaway side. Quad, though, looking for the Deadeye, nearly goes down before he can use it. 2 kills for Sabiobi, though, and it's looking pretty good for Luxury Watch Blue. Yeah, there's another one. No Name grabbing a couple himself, and Luxury Watch Blue gonna get the payload rolling.
And what can you do if you're Runaway? Your Ana got out-sniped by Luna's Ana, therefore you don't have the Nano Boost. It goes down instantaneously onto Sabiobi, and that means pretty easy push through the point right there. The early pickoff, absolutely crucial for LW Blue.
Yeah. So this is really worrisome now, of course, for Runaway, because if they lose this second point, I mean, look right there, that's all the farther the payload has to go. That is not too far.
Yeah, LW Blue, great job conserving ults. They used one, they just used the Nano Boost. They knew that was all they needed once they got the pick onto the Ana.
Ooh, here we go, okay, Nano Boost. Oxall getting a couple. Doing okay on that Reaper, there's 3. So, yep, reset gonna be coming in from Luxury Watch Blue. They did end up losing their own Nano Boost to that fight. Luna did use it, but they still have all 5 ults aside from that. So still potentially a strong push incoming for Luxury Watch Blue.
Yeah, as soon as they work up that Nano Boost again, Runaway had to commit 2 ultimates. A little bit of a mistake there from LW Blue. They knew, of course, the Nano Boost was available, and trying to stack up like that in that upper room in the confined space, a bit risky against the Reaper. But they don't have very far to go, though, and they still have 3 minutes to do it, and they have, crucially, the Blizzard.
That's right. Oxall has to buy some time after getting hit with that biotic grenade. Yep, meanwhile, Meko sees the flank from Runaway. Yeah, looks like here comes Oxall coming in from the back. Tries to escape. Nice shield onto No Name to keep him safe. Mono goes down. Sabiobi with a big kill there. Mako coming in. There's the sound barrier. What else are they going to use? There's the Graviton Surge. Runaway could be in trouble now. Sabiobi on that Reaper. Firing away at Quad, but he keeps getting healed. Wow, surviving the Blizzard. And a point blank Genji. Wow, what a save by Ana. Quad walking in now with the Deadeye, gets one on the Gambler. There's a flashbang and a kill on the Mako. Sabiobi, though, has something to say as he picks up 2 for Luxury Watch Blue in the payload. I think it's going to get there. There's the Maywall, and there's nothing Runaway can do to stop it. We are all tied up. Luxury Watch Blue takes King's Row.
Wow. Crazy end of that game. The Reaper couldn't get through the Ana heals, and they used that charge to get the Nano Boost up, try and make the Electric Cowboy combo with the Deadeye at the end. Only 1 kill comes through, and too many people had died from the initial engage. But unfortunately, that Mono got caught out early with the Ice Wall, and of course the Blizzard, so powerful for those last second pushes. Makes the difference, and they managed to push it. So we'll see everything tied up now. Very exciting.
Yeah. I'm glad this one ended up being close. Runaway looking a little bit better, although that map could have been better on offense for them. You know, maybe now. I'm really curious to see what we're going to see on our 3rd map as far as, are they going to keep Hoxall on that Genji, or are they going to try to kind of break out of that shell a little bit more?
Yeah, we'll see what Runaway ends up choosing for Assault. First, we're going to take a little bit of a break, though.
That's right. All tied up here as we go to commercial, but we'll be back. Luxury Watch Blue versus Runaway, game number 3, right after this.
켜졌나? 시간 가속기도 만들었는데 이 정도쯤이야. 오버워치 요원, 오버워치 요원 여러분. 아, 이게 아닌가? 오버워치의 옛 요원 여러분, 윈스턴입니다. 당연한 소리를. 30년 전 옴닉은 전쟁을 일으켰어. 속수무책으로 당하던 세계는 영웅들을 소집해 작은 단체를 꾸립니다. 그렇게 옴닉 사태로부터 인류를 구하기 위해 오버워치가 결성됐지요. 우린 역사상 가장 위대한 평화의 수호자이자 번영의 상징이었습니다. 당신이 선택됐던 이유는 그만한 힘과 능력이 있었기 때문에. 당신이 싸웠던 이유는 이미 아시는 얘기죠. 네, 사람들은 우리 없이 살기로 결정했어요. 심지어 우리가 범죄자라며 우리 조직을 해체시켰죠. 하지만 보세요. 누군가 나서야 해요. 우리가 나서야 한다고요. 우리가 바로잡을 수 있어요. 세상에 우리가 필요합니다. 지금 당장. 함께 하실 거죠?
노력은 선수를 만들고 코어 i7 프로세서는 멈추지 않는 파워를 드립니다.
Welcome back to Intel Overwatch Apex Season 1. Do and Monte Cristo here in beautiful Seoul, South Korea, and the beautiful OGN Esports Stadium. And right now we are all tied up between Luxury Watch Blue and Team Runaway. Runaway, a team we have not seen since the very first day of the season, but they've been practicing, man. They look pretty good.
Yeah, it's been a long while.
Yeah.
But they don't seem to have the same level of discipline that we're seeing from LW Blue. And after a couple of incarnations of different compositions, they did settle on to the triple tank with Roadhog and May. And that has led to a swap from Haksal from the Genji over to the Reaper, much more efficient, but maybe not quite as impactful on a pure player-to-hero synergy level. And he's got a lot of slack to pick up with the rest of Runaway.
I think objectively you can say from these first two maps at least that Luxury Watch Blue is definitely looking like the better team. But Runaway, you know, they have that explosiveness. You know, they have that ability to win maps as we've seen. So the series isn't over yet, but I would imagine I'm going to call it 3-1 Luxury Watch Blue.
I think it's probably a pretty fair prediction after our first couple of maps.
We'll see, though.
Seems like LW Blue has been the team adapting better as time goes on.
Yeah, well, another chance for a Runaway to try to catch up as we move to Temple of Anubis. Let's see who takes the lead.
I get it.
All right, welcome to the Temple of Anubis, and also like the parking lot of Anubis, where the big thing with wheels is, I guess.
The
Parking lot of Anubis
with a Murloc on the side for some reason.
How did they get that in there without rolling over the walls? That's my question. Did like an even bigger helicopter drop it off? Like, look at that. It's sitting in there, but none of the walls are on the outside or are driven over.
Yeah, that's actually a great question, Noah.
How did just like hop in there? Maybe it's like a Mario Kart transport. Just the right shoulder button on your Super Nintendo controller and hop it right in there. Maybe.
I think it phases through walls, Noah.
Wow.
That's what I think.
It's got chronodysplasia, like Tracer has. That's a real name for what Tracer's condition, guys. I'm not making this up.
That's a terrible word. I feel bad for hearing it.
Hey,
LW Blue back to triple tank.
I guess so.
With the May.
We all have to deal with a little chronodysplasia once in a while. Here we go, Haksal and the Genji. And we'll see if Runaway can get anything going here in offense. No name on that Mesa Bjolby. Like you mentioned, Monty, with that Roadhog. Very tanky composition. That's tough for the Genji to break through.
Nice wall there. And that's going to be a pretty aggressive early charge there.
Yeah.
Janus falling down to the lower level.
It was a good angle, though. He didn't go through the doorway. So Bjolby gets a kill on the quad. That's big. It's going to get harder for Runaway to push through here. Haksal just trying to build that ultimate. Oh, I thought that was going to be a grab there. Man, that was close.
Hit the edge of the Reinhardt shield.
Yeah.
Very close to picking up a kill onto the Genji. Haksal does build up a healthy amount of ult charge. And Luna actually pretty slow here on the heals. Interesting to me that they're allowing Sabielby to take a breather right there when they could be charging up their Ana ult instead.
All right, Nano Boost as Haksal comes in. This is the push that Runaway's been looking for. Sound barrier immediately used by Luxury Watch Blue, and Haksal gets nothing done with that Dragon Blade. Kaiser pushed away. He has to charge his way out of there. And Runaway living up to their name right now.
Yeah, Haksal got into the back line and they committed the nano boost to him, but a gambler was there. He was ready with the sound barrier. Luna escapes. Mako holding on to the rejected barrier from the Zarya, and that means that they take a pretty easy kill. Nice collapse onto the Dragon Blade.
Here we go again. All right, Blizzard used. Mono kind of trapped in there a little bit. He's got his Graviton Surge if he feels like using it. Kills coming in for Luxury Watch Blue overall, though. Hawksall still alive. Sibyolbi not landing that hook, but looks like the Cyber Ninja's going to have to back off. Bye, Shine.
Taking a Shine. Another hook gonna miss. Not the best accuracy here from Sabiolbi's Roadhog so far, but
That one might have got deflected, actually.
yeah, might have. Difficult to tell.
I think I saw the deflect. Either way.
Runaway gonna come up with 6 ults though. This is the push that they need. They can't let Gambler get that sound barrier up before they actually manage to attack. Runaway rushing through onto the high ground. This is their time to take point A.
Yeah, Gambler's definitely not going to have the sound barrier quite yet. They're going to try to pair Quad's Deadeye with that Graviton Surge. Hawksall, meanwhile, coming in. He's got the Nano Boost. He's got the Dragon Blade. Luna falls immediately. Hawksall a little bit harder to kill with that sound barrier. Going after Sibyolbi now, and finally, Runaway getting the fight they were looking for. And they'll take point A.
They get the huge fight. Notice that Gambler just got the sound barrier at the very end of that, so no counterplay. Problem is, Runaway had to invest so many ults into that. It's now 3-0 on this push, so Runaway's going to have to take some serious time to get in here and actually take point B. It's not going to be on this push.
Oh, Gambler got killed as he was trying to ult here, so he's going to have that when he comes back. I actually think that's good for them because they didn't really need the sound barrier right now anyway. Earthshatter comes in, Mono taking a Fire Strike to the face, but aside from that, Runaway being held out for the moment, but Hawksall wants to change that. Coming in now, has to be careful now. The sound barrier comes in. A bit better timing here. They're going to pop the Graviton Surge as well. Hawksall waiting out that sound barrier. He's got the Dragon Blade to use when it's all said and done. Blizzard there as well. Hawksall just untouched, man. Gets a kill into Janus, but not all about him, man. You know, in the background, Luxury Watch Blue just annihilates the rest of his team.
But what Runaway did there, Doa, was they bled all of the ultimates out of Luxury Watch Blue while hardly using anything of their own. Okay, they used Deadeye, but nobody cares. And now, Runaway building their way to 5 ults on the next pressure. So LW Blue actually panicked a bit. They shouldn't have used the sound barrier and the Blizzard together. No Name dropping that in a bit of a frenzy. And now Runaway has a possibility of getting a huge push right here. Quad over to the Tracer now.
Yeah. And we might send him in there. Hawksall, he pulls out the Dragon Blade. He's got the Nano Boost as well. Gambler falls immediately. Oh, Sleep Dart comes in, but he gets woken up right away. Almost a big play for Luna, but Hawksall still able to take some people down, and that is a fight again that Runaway has been looking for. Only Gambler and Sibyolbi up right now. Make that just Gambler.
Yeah, they still have the Earthshatter, Doa. So still tools to work with right now, and now it's the desperation defense from Luxury Watch Blue.
Oh, okay. While Gambler takes a nap up on the top of the blocks. No Name drops a Blizzard, uses the ice block to stay alive, gets a couple kills here. No Name with a great heroic save at the last moment. Runaway, though, does get 2 ticks on point B.
And that's one of the issues with May on these defensive holds on assault maps is that Blizzard comes up so frequently. When that fight started, he was only at 30% of an ult charge. Everything seemed to be going Runaway's way, but respawns enough to work back the ult once again. Sabiolbi lurking on the top side here on the outer part of the temple, looking for a place to Death Blossom.
Yeah. Sibyolbi, a lot of damage done to Kaiser there before he backs away. It's going to get healed immediately, of course. Now Tracer coming in. There's the Pulse Bomb. Graviton Surge used by Luxury Watch Blue. Sibyolbi has the sound barrier, trying to save that Death Blossom if he possibly can. And it looks like he can hold on to it for now. Yeah, he picks up a kill. No Name, still doing well on that May. And Runaway's going to have to reset.
Sabiolbi really held on to the Death Blossom there. He's going to reset on the top of the column. Try and find another opportunity to use that. No Name has been great with these May walls.
Yeah.
It's been one of the big factors here for Luxury Watch Blue.
Well, No Name right now is the only reason why Runaway hasn't taken this map yet. His heroics at the end of that big team fight that we saw them get 2 ticks on really was what saved the game for Luxury Watch Blue.
Absolutely. looks like Runaway. They're trying to avoid getting split again, but it's not going to happen, and that's going to force them to use the sound barrier very early.
Yeah, kind of an awkward engage coming in though. Earthshatter dropped as well. Hawksall has that Dragon Blade, gets frozen. Oh, stays alive though. That wall popped up as No Name knew he wasn't going to get the kill. Gambler does get the kill in the end though. No Name now chasing after the Lucio, and Runner, well, on the run.
They got everything out there.
Yeah.
No, they're focusing Hawksall so hard in these engagements. Everybody turning onto him as soon as the fights begin, and he's just away alone from the rest of his team. So, you know, even though he's nano boosted, he's not picking up the kills.
The fact that Runaway is still trying to play Hawksall's Genji into this right now shows that maybe Hawksall's hero pool isn't as deep as it needs to be.
Yeah, he definitely should be playing Reaper right now instead.
Yeah, something else.
I'm glad Quad switched over to Reaper, though. That's actually huge.
Yep, Sabiolbi coming in now. Oh, he gets a couple with the Reaper. Doesn't even need to ultimate. Just a really nice Graviton Surge from Mako to set that one up. And we're down to 30 seconds for Runaway's attack round here.
No Name going to get the Blizzard up soon enough also. They have the defensive ult of the sound barrier. This should be a hold on point B for LW Blue. Runaway, they're going to need to commit. And again, they're just a little bit short of having the Nano Boost Dragon Blade combo one more time.
Oh, Hawksall trying to change all that. Has the Dragon Blade up now. Graviton Surge used. Sabiolbi with that Reaper is going to pop the Death Blossom. Look at that Runaway, absolutely annihilated. And that is going to be a hold for Luxury Watch Blue, man.
He held on to that Death Blossom for so long.
Well, he used it at the right time, I think, man. When it finally came down, it made a big difference. And you know, more than anything, I think we're really kind of starting to see the Achilles heel here for Runaway, and that they may be just kind of stuck in this Genji run. You know, what else does Hawksall have?
Yeah.
Because right now, that Genji's not cutting it.
And Sabiolbi also, to the credit of LW Blue, is having a good night.
Yes, he is.
Good night on the Tracer, good night on the Reaper. And No Name's May has been instrumental in stopping some of these pushes, but Runaway, they're not getting the coordination necessary to actually try and play around this May wall. They're getting separated, divided, and conquered every time. And that's just a great ult combo between the Blizzard and the Death Blossom.
Yes, it was.
Well, you see how far spread out they are right there, right? The Reaper was falling back, and so many members of Runaway just die in the initial push, and they have a desperation nano boost onto Quad's Reaper at the end.
All right, well, Hawksall with the Genji even on defense here on Temple of Anubis. I mean, you really, when you have somebody as good on Genji as Hawksall is, you know, you really do want to use him as much on that hero as you possibly can. He's a fantastic Genji player, but it really does get to I feel like we're getting to the point now where this Genji is starting to become more limiting than anything else. They could be running a stronger defensive comp right here.
Yeah, I guess that's the way they figure they're actually going to be able to win this match, and that's perhaps the only strategy that they've got coming in, or the only one they're at least confident in.
You know, maybe it is the only way they can win that. It's hard to say. But I think we're learning a bit more about Team Runaway in this best of 5 as Luxury Watch Blue gets ready for their offensive round. Sabiolbi this time on the Genji. We saw him do pretty well on that on Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, they just want the Genji here to couple with the Winston to try and get those flanks around the back of the point so they can apply pressure to that early on and attempt to control the high ground.
Yep, gets up on the high ground now. There's the disruption on the Team Runaway. Sabiolbi using the advantage to get a lot of hits in. There goes Hawksall. Wow, what a pick for Sabiolbi right off the bat. Luxury Watch Blue with the 6v5. No, the 5v5 is Quad. Does take out Janice, who overstayed his welcome just a bit. So Luxury Watch Blue having to take the long way around. Have to be very careful here.
Yeah, really setting up another flank. We saw LW Blue have these deliberate approaches on King's Row, where they cautiously poke in from the high ground, and there you go, they wait for the Winston to come back, and that's a dead Quad.
Yeah, Quad in a little bit of trouble there as he will have to respawn soon. Luxury Watch Blue with some quality time here on point A. There's the kill on the Shine, and Sabiolbi, man, he is putting on a Genji clinic himself here as he looks to pick up a third. Wow, what a push for Luxury Watch Blue and Sabiolbi.
And they're going to get this point fast, Doa. They also have the Dragon Blade. They also have the Nano Boost. Haksal going to be countering with his own Dragon Blade, but there's going to be a window of time here where they have the Nano Boost before their enemies on Runaway, and they can take advantage of it.
Yep. Trying to carry that momentum into point B here. As Luxury Watch Blue comes in. No Name flanking from the side. Sabiolbi has a Nano Boost, has a Dragon Blade, goes in for the kills, and Luxury Watch Blue with a great start here. They are using everything, but they're making it work. There's some serious time on the point right now. Meanwhile, Nano Boost over on the Kaiser as he goes in, looks for the pin, doesn't find it. Down to half health here, forced out, and he's on his own. There's the kill. Luna picking up that one. Meanwhile, Runaway drops that Graviton Surge, trying to fight back, but Luxury Watch Blue, they spread out quite well. Haksal, though, turning it around. And Runner with a couple bloodthirsty support. Revenge kills there.
So the big problem, Doa, was that Sabiolbi had a good ultimate, but he didn't actually pick off the Ana on the enemy team. He didn't manage to grab Shine, and that meant that the Nano Boost was able to be used onto that Reinhardt at the very end. They couldn't kill Reinhardt fast enough. Haksal revives and then gets a chance to use his own Dragon Blade. Had we seen Shine on the Ana go down instantly, probably we would have been looking at an LW Blue cap right there, but they couldn't get onto support.
The LW Blue win as well. Janus has a Primal Rage. Luxury Watch Blue coming in from the side now. They're going to send Janus in deep. A bit of a disjointed engage though. Quad having to back away. Uses that ice block to stay up for the moment. Gambler does go down. He's got the Blizzard too, so Runaway are going to hold this pretty smoothly for the moment anyway.
Yeah, they've got to get that Blizzard out, and the Primal Rage is going to be utilized. That's a double jump right there from Janus on LW Blue as he swaps over to the Reinhardt. He's trying to stay alive. He used the jump reset to jetpack into Primal Rage into jump to get all the way to the end.
Yeah, he was going to change characters anyway, so no big deal to use the ultimate like that. Meanwhile, the Blizzard goes down. Runaway just not letting Luxury Watch Blue get anywhere near point B.
And that's just one kill onto Janus though, so, oh, now they get another one. So Haksal over onto the Reaper now, does pick up No Name.
It's good to see him switch to that Reaper too. I think it's generally a much better hero on point B here on Temple of Anubis.
That said though, if I was Quad, I wouldn't have used the Blizzard there. They had already pulled the Reaper, or the Reinhardt with the wall.
Yeah.
So they basically Blizzarded one person, and I think that's a huge mistake because now LW Blue, with all of those ultimates, is going to attack with another major advantage. And they've got a tick already on that point.
I like that they're not walking through the middle either. Sabiolbi trying to get in. Meanwhile, Haksal on that nano boosted Reaper. Looks for some kills, doesn't find any. Mono does get one though. Luxury Watch Blue just backing off. They're like, all right, we've got 5 ults, we've got some time.
And Quad
3 minutes, 40 seconds to work with.
Quad only at 30% too. Now they know there's no Blizzard. They know there's no nano boost. This is looking excellent for LW Blue on the next push.
I like the patience. I like them
good
falling
patience.
back. Yeah, they fell back very quickly in that one. That was a good decision too, because they knew, you know, we don't need to push any farther. We don't need to give them any more ult percentage. We're so close to a big push. Let's just reset. We've got plenty of time.
Yeah, they're looking at 6 ults in this next push.
Yeah.
As long as they can kill Quad early and prevent it from getting the Blizzard late on in the fight, should be feeling comfortable. Here we go.
Mako sneaking in from the side. Sabiolbi gets a nano boost and see what he can do. Runaway has the sound barrier to keep people up for a little bit longer. Sabiolbi not really finding anything. Fight not going very well for Luxury Watch Blue. Runaway getting the kills here.
Well, the sound barrier countered a lot of the damage coming in from the Dragon Blade and the nano boost, and Gambler actually died without popping his own sound barrier right there. So we saw Runaway's front line able to take out Janus, able to take out Luna, and Sabiolbi now going to switch over to the Tracer.
Okay, I like the Tracer here. Mako does have the Graviton Surge already if he can save that. Wait for Sabiolbi to quickly build up his Pulse Bomb, which you can do very rapidly. I think they've got a good chance to go for the big bang here. And, you know, as I watch this match, I feel like we're seeing Gambler get picked off, get stuck out of position more and more. He needs to bring a little bit better individual play here as Runaway fights back. They're going to drop the Blizzard down early, and again, Luxury Watch Blue just backing away. They're like, all right, thanks for the ultimate.
Yeah, Runner takes out Sabiolbi, but like you say, dropping that Blizzard so early is a pretty big flaw in Runaway's play. They're giving it away. And that they keep giving windows to LW Blue. LW Blue is not doing a very good job of abusing these windows right now. It's been a bit of a sloppy map for both teams.
Could definitely be better. Name being sneaky on this Reaper. They don't know he's there. Coming in now with the speed boost from Gambler. No Name trying to find purchase on the point. Oh, goes after Runner, nearly takes him out right off the bat. Meanwhile, Mako gets a kill on the Runner. There's the Earth Shatter though from Runaway as they try to turn it around. The pin connects, Mako goes down, and Runaway holds. Luxury Watch Blue again, not using those ultimates, but not really getting the fight they're looking for.
Where is this sound barrier? The coordination of these approaches has been atrocious from LW Blue. They're moving into 6-ult territory. They have to do better on coordinating these engages.
Well, they've only got a minute left to do it again, so it is kind of do or die now for Luxury Watch Blue.
Blizzard's back up. That's not the window that they were. Okay, Sabiolby just dies to quad, gets headshot with an icicle, looks like.
Well, Quad's been putting on a pretty good performance on this May.
I also just don't like the Tracer here.
I mean, I like it in the sense that they already have the Graviton Surge available, so it's conceivable that they wouldn't have had to wait a long time to go for the Big Bang. But the execution has not been there. Conceptually, it's good, but execution-wise, no. All right, No Name coming in now with the Death Blossom distracting on the side.
Gambler's dead.
Gambler does go down immediately again. No Name trying to get there, but he's got to deal with that Blizzard. Can't do it. Nice pin coming in. Once again, and Hoxall finding those kills on the Reaper. Unstoppable. Gets the kill. Or rather, No Name. We swapped from Reaper to Reaper there. I hate it when that happens. No Name now getting the kills. And maybe Luxury Watch Blue has that. They'll take Temple of Anubis if they can take the point right here. Graviton Surge used by Runaway, but they've got to buy some time, and Luxury Watch Blue takes it. Wow. I did not think that was going to be 2 points for Luxury Watch Blue.
Yeah, neither did I, Doa, but you really have to question that play from Gambler, because him getting picked off early every single time without having the opportunity to use his sound barrier. Now, possibly he was out of range or out of line of sight from his teammates, but that still doesn't say very many good things about their ability to coordinate on some of those engages. So LW Blue they were given a ton of opportunities by Runaway, I think, in that last point, and it was disappointing to see how long it took them to break through.
Yeah, a team that was just a little bit better than Runaway would not have allowed Luxury Watch Blue to get that point in the end.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. We are going to go into a payload map here for number 4.
Interesting. And so, Luxury Watch Blue, 1 win away from taking this best of 5, and this is big, man. Let's see where we're going. Route 66 or Dorado, and it's going to be Route 66. Okay.
Good stuff. Fun times at Big Earl's 24-hour service.
Big Earl's all day, day.
Is that the motto?
I believe it was a Little John song that said, Buddy and Big Earl's getting tipsy.
I'm pretty sure that's how the lyrics went.
I think I've got that right. Yeah. Well, we'll find out. If Runaway can tie things up again, maybe a bit more coordination is in order, but Luxury Watch Blue looking, unfortunately, a bit sloppy themselves at the end of Temple of Anubis. Looking for a bit of improvement from them as well. Either way, if Blue can win this, the match is over. Let's see if they can take the 3-1. Time to go to Route 66.
Get it.
All right, welcome to Route 66. Our train service isn't running right now, but we've got a great diner.
A+ diner.
Yep, Panorama Diner.
So let me contextualize this because we've got more Group D matches tomorrow night for people.
Sure.
Reunited will be sitting at home right now, very much hoping that Runaway takes this map, because if Runaway wins, they will be automatically going to the quarterfinals. But if LW Blue wins, it's pretty bad actually for Reunited. If Runaway beats Kongdu Panthera tomorrow, 3-0, 3-1, or 3-2. They just have to win. Reunited will be sent home. So, considering the play that we've seen, it's actually not guaranteed. I think Kongdu Panthera, we've seen a lot of individual skill from them, so possible that they'll come out and take the win against Runaway, given what we've seen tonight. But Reunited, their fate is no longer in their hands.
All right, well, LW Blue, their fate's in their hands right now as they try to defend here on Route 66. Runaway, of course, running that Genji with Haksal Quad at this time on the 3. Otherwise, things looking pretty normal, and LW Blue with that defensive comp that's worked pretty well for them all night long.
Yeah, I like that they're sticking to it. We've seen some really good preparation by the teams. I know some people I've seen, tweet at me and complain about the length that this tournament takes, but one of the beautiful things about having so long between matches is that there's a lot of preparation that the teams can do, and LW Blue looks very ready to play against Runaway, just like we saw in our first match. Africa Blue sort of cracked Flash Lux with the Pharah. Yeah.
All right, we're on the corner now. Oh, there's the hook. They pull in the Zarya. Can they get the kill, though? I don't know. Yes, Sabiolbi. Haksal manages to take him down, so not the kill that Luxury Watch Blue is really looking for. No Name has to back away, rather. Has to use the Ice Block just to stay alive. Meanwhile, Mako just firing away from Big Earls, but Runaway not stopped too much yet.
Payload just keeps on moving, and they're going to try and pull this off, but that's a nice charge. Stop on the nano boost. May not be enough, though. It will not be.
It's a very fast Graviton Surge, and the Blizzard uses well for Luxury Watch Blue. They really want to hold the payload right here, and they will for the moment.
And they don't have to commit everything either, Noah. They've got the Sound Barrier. They have the Earth Shatter. Runaway building up to a wealth of ultimates, however. They use absolutely nothing in that push. Looking to try to get a 6-ult push going on, and they will have nano boosts up. Can Haksal make the most out of it is the question.
Well, he's going to have to. By not running the... Oh, wow, what a hook. Sabiolbi nearly picking somebody off there. Quad needs to be careful, though.
Didn't get the kill, didn't even get an ult out of it. So
I know.
Not doing enough work.
Dragon Blade, we'll see if that can do work as Haksal comes in, looking for the back lines. Doesn't quite get there, though. Meanwhile, Quad with the Deadeye finds the kill on the Gambler, who once again maybe dies when he doesn't need to. Does get hooked in the end, though. Sabiolbi finally finding the pick he was looking for. Haksal having to back away with that biotic grenade, but turning around, gets the kill onto Luna. Whoops.
No fear there from Haksal. No
Wow.
healing, but had about 80 HP remaining, and that will be a push from Runaway. They drop nearly everything that they had, but they do push through to point number 2, have a healthy 3 minutes to work with now. And I like what we saw there, Doa. So they made a little bit of a change. They dropped the nano boost onto Kaiser instead, and just had Haksal, because Haksal was getting contained. And when you give somebody 2 threats, they can no longer focus as much on Haksal, even though he did have the nano boost. So splitting those ultimates up did prove beneficial.
Certainly did. Runaway looking for the push. They get caught in the Graviton Surge. That looks like Blizzard's going to get dropped as well. Haksal on the side. Taken out by Sabiolbi. Nice kill there. Sabiolbi over on his own Genji now. Luxury Watch Blue holding the payload for the moment.
They're holding on to the nano boost. Maybe using the Blizzard and the Graviton at the same time wasn't necessary. LW Blue committing hard to a lot of these fights, and Runaway sort of just playing a more grindy game of Overwatch right now.
Yeah, for sure. All right, nano boost. Graviton Surge immediately. He's going to charge out of it. Janus drops the Earth Shatter. Doesn't really get anybody with it, though. Still low, and Mono just backing away. Finally getting the kill onto that Reinhardt. Mako takes out Runner as well. Haksal low health in the back. Has to back off before he joins again. Quad, though, not really finding any sort of opportunity, so Luxury Watch Blue will hold once again.
In spite of some rather ugly Reinhardt play from Janus right there, he popped the Earth Shatter. He's trying to predict the end of the Zarya bubble, but mistimed it.
He zoned well, though. He pushed the entire Runaway team back.
Yeah, but he missed,
stayed alive.
He missed everything. And
it's, it was a zoning ult, right? We're used to that from other games. It's zoning ult, man. Quad's got the Deadeye. That could be dangerous. Gambler fell to that last time. Meanwhile, just trying to stay alive. Oh, he does not get a chance to ultimate there. Fortunately for him, he uses it right off the bat, and that's a gone Deadeye for him, actually. Meanwhile, Sound Barrier for Luxury Watch Blue as they fight back here. Sibilby gets the kill on the Runner as he uses his own Dragon Blade. Everybody swing your swords at each other.
The bullets were just bouncing back and forth between them.
Shuriken did not know where to go.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
So what happened in that last fight, we saw both of the sound barriers come down, and both of the Genjis were actually waiting to Dragon Blade. But because Runaway sound barrier deteriorated first, that gave Sabiolbi a small window of time. So Haksal wisely held on to his Dragon Blade for the next fight, knowing that...
Ooh, he's so low, 6 health. Stays alive for the moment, though I'm watching the kill feed, but no Runner pops up. It's the first death there. Mono over the top with the jump. Goes for the Graviton Surge. Haksal pulls out the Dragon Blade, looking for a bit more. Gets hit by the Earth Shadow, though, and zapped at close range. She is a microwave ninja now. No Name getting the kill, and it looks like Luxury Watch Blue on track for a hold here on point B.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to go into overtime, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Zarya hammered off the payload.
Yeah, everybody off the payload
That's
now,
gonna be
and that'll be a good hold for Luxury Watch Blue. They once again limit Runaway to just 1 point on the payload.
I like the way they're playing a lot.
Me too.
I do think Haksal played that last engagement about as well as you could. He did save his Dragon Blade, didn't commit to it because he knew that Sabiolbi had already been able to pick up the necessary kills, so it's time for a reset. But the number of threats on LW Blue, simply more so far than their counterparts on Runaway. Even though Janus, I think, has been struggling with the Reinhardt play tonight, No Name has picked up the slack, and they've been able to nano boost him consistently on the Reaper and just crush the front line of Runaway. And once that's gone, it's basically like Haksal versus the world. And Haksal's a great player, but it's a 6v6 team game, so you can't totally rely on that.
And that payload, as you can see, does not need to move too far to give Luxury Watch Blue the win here in this best of 5.
Certainly doesn't. Haksal gonna stick to the Reaper.
여기서 그 배은망덕한 놈을 주.
아직
사람의 심장이 뛰고 있어.
What the what? That is. I did not know you could do that on this map. Winston, you okay, buddy? Your arm's getting kind of stuck in the wall there.
Wow.
Simple geometry, Monte Cristo.
That is creepy.
Simple geometry.
Now I know I'm going to do that.
I love it.
Route 66.
Oh, me too. That's awesome.
Get animation stuck into the wall.
You just hanging out, man. All right,
With
well.
his jaw open. Looks like he's...
I need peanut butter to survive.
All right, well, Runaway. Quad going to be on the Roadhog. Going for the triple tank. Plus Haksal. So, looks like they're trying to maybe limit Sabiolbi's ability on this Genji. However, the Reaper from No Name is going to be problematic for them to deal with.
Could be. Here comes Luxury Watch Blue. They've got Janus on that Winston again to try to dislodge the defense from Big Earls. And he's going to go right in. Sabiolbi on the Genji, looking for a little bit more on the side. Has to be kind of careful here. Yeah, that was about the time you want to worry about the hook, so that's a good time for the Reflect. He'll be fine. Quad not even using that. Going into the back lines now. Yep, that's right. Shine in a little bit of trouble here. Left foot's not landing though. Sabiolbi just harassing the side. Oh, misses the, or rather Roadhog missing the hook again. And that payload's gonna keep moving here. Runaway, wow, great biotic grenade too. Runaway, really with no healing options. And that's gonna be the cue for Sabiolbi to go crazy here, man.
He's gonna use the Dragon Blade. They already have 2 down, so they don't have to commit to it. I like this. I like this patient play. Now they're gonna go in.
Oh boy. Well, he's only got tanks to really swing away at, but with that nano boost, it's enough, and that's going to be a really fast point. They've got 4.5 minutes to get that payload basically nowhere.
And they punished Runaway super hard on that push too. Because Runaway stuck around at the end, they committed the Dragon Blade afterwards because it was going to buy them some time. And now Mono, after he was pushed back to the second respawn room, right, has a long way to run. So in essence, they got a pretty nice free push there. Quad going to take down Sabiolbi though, and they are going to at least get themselves out of a sticky situation.
Runaway using a lot to hold this fight right here, but They might need a little bit more. I mean, Luxury Watch Blue having to reset, but they've already pushed the payload, about half as far as it needs to go to win this match.
They didn't use too much. All they dropped was the Graviton. They've got
I guess so.
5 more ults right now. So they can theoretically hold this for quite some time.
Mako just waiting for the rest of his team. Where is Big Earl anyway? I suppose he's long gone, isn't he?
Well, I wouldn't stick around while the fighting going on, Doa, in my explosive gas station.
So we just know Big Earl is a coward.
Yes,
We just found out.
I'm pretty sure coward, the definition of cowardice is fleeing from possibly exploding objects.
That's right. Oh boy, all right, Graviton Surge, no name trying to get there, but he's kept back with the whole hog. He's very low. No Death Blossom now. Meanwhile, Hoxall trying to take apart Luxury Watch Blue in the back, and he does. Kills on both supports. That's what you have to watch out for. You ignore Hoxall for 1 second, and he is going to wreck your back line.
Yeah, Doa, but they used 5 ults. So that was certainly an overcommitment. We've got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this push, and Luxury Watch Blue is going back on the offensive, and they've got to shut down Sabiolbe somehow here. I imagine they're actually going to nano boost No Name and then just have Sabiolbe try and take out the support while they're distracted. Nope, they're not. They're going to nano boost him.
Okay, Nano Boost bringing him in. Looking for the kill on Emoto, gets one. Now onto the Reinhardt, so the tanks and targets for Sabiolbe, and it is working out. He can still keep going. There's the kill on the Hoxall. Yeah, I believe it definitely is over. As Luxury Watch Blue keeps pushing. Runner the last one to fall, and I don't think anybody's going to get back there in time. And Luxury Watch Blue, they will take this match 3-1. A win on Route 66 will do the trick. Hard fought by Runaway, certainly looking improved, but Luxury Watch Blue is certainly the better team overall tonight.
Yeah, the ult management from Runaway on that last defense was pretty poor, and I think that's been a problem that we've seen from them multiple times today, and they're not out yet, Doa. They still have another chance tomorrow versus Kongdu Panthera. If they can take a win there, it will be LW Blue and Runaway heading to the quarterfinals with Reunited getting eliminated. But if Kongdu wins, if they want to play the spoiler,
They can do it.